Okay. In additional article to news, we should note that the president's bombing campaign against Caribbean boats continues apace and ostensibly in the absence of law. The only difference now is that the campaign to decimate these boats has no longer been confined to the Caribbean. It has expanded to the Pacific Ocean and again seems to be predicated on totally unsubstantiated claims of drug trafficking.
So the administration has acknowledged even more lethal strikes on boats in the Eastern Pacific, this time 4 boats. These attacks left 14 people dead and 1 survivor, and this is apparently the first time multiple strikes were announced in a single day.
Yeah, which did feel like a genuine escalation. And it just seems more and more apparent that this president badly wants a war with Venezuela.
Could it be because of oil?
Like maybe, or maybe he just like wants a little war. I just don't know.
Yeah. It just seems like a fun thing. I mean, he obviously has had a lot of antipathy to the Maduro regime. So I think this, again, could be a both and. There are multiple reasons, but they all seem in confluence to be moving us in this direction of the kind of strikes turning into something that begins to look more like full-scale war. And on Friday, in that vein, we got news that the administration's aggression towards this, the Maduro regime in Venezuela was likely to escalate into actual full-scale military campaigns, including striking military targets inside Venezuela. This is according to reporting by both the Miami Herald and the Wall Street Journal. And they're trying to suggest this is just ordinary drug interdiction to bomb boats, which it is very much not. No. But you cannot make a plausible argument that bombing inside a sovereign state, whatever your relationship with that government, is not war. Like, that would be essentially launching a war with Venezuela, and it feels like we could be on the precipice of that.
You can't make a plausible argument, and yet I wouldn't put it past Brett Kavanaugh to try.
So did any of you see the 1997 movie Wag the Dog?
Yeah.
This is Wag the Dog.
Yes.
That's why. Right. So
that's why I said, he just wants a little war.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Wag the Dog, they start a war with Albania to distract from a sex scandal in the administration. The jokes write themselves. Anyway, in addition to what is happening in the Caribbean and now in the Pacific, we wanted to also acknowledge the percolating effort to ignore the 22nd Amendment and install Donald Trump into a 3rd term as president. So here is noted constitutional law scholar and former football coach, Senator Tommy Tuberville, on this issue.
If you read the Constitution, it says he's not, but if he says he has some different circumstances that might be able to go around the Constitution, but that's up to him. We got a long way to go before that happens.
Very articulate. The president, for his part, has been reading the Constitution, it would seem, and although it seems he's not reading the polls, but he also had this to say.
I have my highest numbers that I've ever had, as I should. I ended 8 wars, and we have the greatest economy in history. I have the best numbers for any president in many years, any president. And I would say that if you read it, it's pretty clear. I'm not allowed to run. It's too bad. I missed them. But we have a lot of great people.
So, thoughts on this? One, it seems to me an enormous mistake to take Donald Trump just like offhand seeming to concede that he's not allowed to run as somehow forever resolving the issue. Like, he's done. He's like seen the light. He's not going to try to like further explore this possibility. I think we're going to see a lot more rounds of this. And I also just think it really matters how we talk about the 22nd Amendment and the 2-term limit, which is, not the way that Tuberville is talking about it. But, I do think that there are ostensibly serious people who are like, I don't know. He says he's got a plan. What are the legal arguments that would actually entitle him to run for a 3rd term? And I just feel like a thought experiment, like, if you'll indulge me briefly, is helpful, which is like, what if Trump announced that women wouldn't be voting in the 2026 midterm elections, or that he was giving every red state a 3rd senator?
Can I just interrupt you right here? Because I just want to point out that you basically manifested, right? Like the reconstruction and demolition of the East Wing. And I'm a little concerned here.
I better not go on.
Like, you are exercising these witch-like powers on Halloween.
Okay, I'm done. I am saying that when he says I might have the ability to run for a third term. He is just saying, we are actually going to stop pretending there's a plausible argument, and I am going to announce that I am suspending the Constitution.
Yeah.
And we absolutely have to talk about it in those terms.
Agreed.
If he continues to publicly play with the idea of not leaving office when his second term is done.
Agreed.
I won't say anything more.